but are often known as smart pills. How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? What about Red Bull? Tea? The entire British Empire was built on cups of tea, so by the powers of deduction, Britain, as we know it, was built on caffeine and slaves. Does a 21st century Britain, with all our exams, deadlines, and pressures to succeed, need a 21st century stimulant?
So what if there was a drug that could give me an added focus, improve my short-term memory, and keep me awake for hours without the jittery come-downs of traditional stimulants? Medical science has come up with some drugs that can apparently make my brain work more efficiently.
These drugs are termed cognitive enhancers, but are often known as smart pills. Developed for treating patients with illnesses like narcolepsy and ADHD, drugs like Modafinil, Adderall, and Ritalin have also been shown to improve the brain's performance in not only those with illnesses, but healthy individuals as well. This is pretty intriguing. Could a drug actually make my apparently healthy brain work better? I'm gonna find out. Can pills make me smarter?
I don't have a legitimate reason for being prescribed Modafinil, so I'm gonna have to buy them over the internet. Possible side effects: diarrhea, dizziness, dry mouth, headache, loss of appetite, nausea, nervousness, severe allergic reactions, rash, hives, itching, difficulty breathing, tightness in the chest, mental or mood changes, for example, anxiety and depression. This is not a complete list of all side effects that may occur. A reason for ordering this medication needed for jet lag. It's completely untrue. Obviously it's quite easy to do. It's probably something you could do on your phone. So you run out of Modafinil, well, let's buy some more on the bus. Actually, I guess anybody could do that.
And that's also a big cause for concern for me because, you know, you don't really know what you're getting. You know, it's not a safe way to get hold of drugs.
Oh, I can buy Viagra as well. Hours of research on the World Wide Web have made it clear that there's a much more active discussion on the abuse of smart pills in the US. So, we sent a member of our production team to New York to meet Chris, who has ADHD.
I'm gonna speak from my experience here in New York. Yes, I mean, there was an access to everything and anything. I mean, in college, you just have people trading their pharmies one for the other, you know. Oh, I have Adderall, if you can give me Xanax, or...
Some of these surveys they've done at universities show that at least 16% of college students on some university campuses in America are taking cognitive enhancing drugs. The main one being Ritalin methylphenidate. These sort of rates of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder are said to be about 3 to 7%. So if you're finding 16% of students on college campuses using it, that's well above that.
Kids weren't trading them in the black market, if you will, in New York City to enhance their ability at school. It was to enhance what other illegal drug they were on at the time. So, you know, if you're on uppers, maybe you'll trade for a downer pharmacy so that your crash isn't so bad, or if you're on downers, you know, maybe you'll get Ritalin so then you can have a little more. I mean, it's all about how to enhance the high that you may be having from illegal drugs. Now, because now America is so medicated, why not just join the two?
All right, it's Thursday. It's 5 days later, and I've received my pills from Mumbai. They make it easy to get into. Modafinil tablets. 200 milligrams. All right, let's do some tests.
I think the most important thing to point out is that we don't know about their long-term use in healthy people, and it's always a bad idea to try things where, you know, you're one of the experiments actually, and we should wait until we have the studies showing that they're safe and effective for healthy humans to use.
I feel like when I take them, maybe that has effects on me that aren't actually very well known, so you don't know what's going to happen to you in 20 years' time related to this, just because there aren't actually any studies.
So it's 3 AM. Are you ready for the day ahead?
Yeah.
We're We're up and about at this hour to maximise our tiredness, because at midday we're going to take Modafinil to see whether it actually works.
It's 2.5 hours in and I'm really rather tired. I just feel like I want to go home and go to sleep, but that is because we got up at 3 a.m.
So it's midday.
This is our mate Christian. He reckons he needs Modafinil. So he's going to test them out as well.
We've been up for 9 hours now. I'm fairly tired. I don't know about you. Yeah. So now it's time to take Modafinil. Down the hatch. Cheers.
So Steve's taken the pills and it's about midday now. I'm keeping an eye on him and see if I notice any differences that maybe he doesn't.
With Modafinil, it's much more what they call a calm wakefulness.
I'm feeling really rather awake. I'm getting these slight jitters and it's like a buzzing sensation.
The funniest thing was with the eggs. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Steve, I've got to say, it looks like you're eating your eggs with a kind of vigour.
It's like there's not enough hours in the day right now. I must eat my eggs and then I can go and do something else. I'm not massively hungry or anything. Hello, sir.
I've got quite a dry throat right now. So Steve's definitely acting differently. Usually he jokes a lot more now. He's a lot more focused when he's talking. Definitely feel more awake. Definitely feel more like my brain's thinking about things and analysing things a bit more.
At 3 a.m, having been awake for 24 hours, I wanted to see whether I still had enough mental ability to put together some flat-pack furniture, but without the instructions.
I know while Steve was doing his task, Christian was just smashing out application form after application form. And he was just working on stuff which he's been meaning to do for a while, and he's been a bit kind of, well, not lazy, but he's been procrastinating a little bit.
Your body feels tired, but in no way do you feel like closing your eyes. In no way do you feel like going to sleep. And that was a very strange sensation. It was being tired, but feeling completely awake.
I noticed anyway a change in his personality, more so that he wasn't giving as much back and kind of being as kind of free-flowing, as much more serious and focused on individual tasks. And I don't know if that's a stifling of creativity. It wasn't Steve as I know him. He was a bit different.
Would I take smart pills again? No. If you're not yourself, then what's the point? It's just an unfair reflection of who you are.
It's only like taking coffee and you've got a hangover and your boss phones, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I would take Modafinil again. For me, the problem is concentration and focus. With Modafinil, I got down to what I had to do, what I wanted to do. I never felt like being distracted, so it was great.
You need pills to enhance your performance for something, be it sport or to study. Unless you have an actual medical problem, you're giving yourself an unfair advantage.
So you've got to finish this deadline. You've got to get everything done for then. There's a lot of pressure on, and it's hard to remain focused the whole time to do that.
There are pressures upon people, but it's these sort of short, quick fixes are probably not the way forward. Exercise is a great way to enhance your cognition. Education's a great way to enhance your cognition. So there are other ways around these problems.
I feel wretched. With red wine and, what is it called, Rohypnol? Modafinil. I'm tired, but I'm not. I'm funny, and I'm not. I'm a walking fucking contradiction, and I don't like it, and I'm ready for Z time.
So you would say that Modafinil hasn't worked?
No, it's been a big pile of disappointing dog poo that I am now having to deal with in my life.